So when you take a look at the breakdown of these courses, you can choose which of these courses do I want to attend. Do I want to go for the technical, all the way through, the triple constraint, the heavy parts that are difficult to read and study? So those are 37% of the exam, this piece right here. Or do you want to focus on this piece over here, which is 63% of the exam? You see that? Or do you want to focus on the foundation? Because if you don't get the foundation, all of this other stuff is not going to stick the way it needs to. We have this one coming up on Saturdays, and this is a 6-hour course. But I would advise you, take a look at your weak areas, okay? Lots of you folks, you've got the mock exams from, various places, even though I wish you would take the Praizion mocks down here, because these are really the best litmus test I know about. And I really mean that sincerely. I do not know of any other mock exam that gives you such an accurate prediction of pass or fail, ready or not. I do not know of any other one. This mock exam, called the PMP exam, Prep Camp mock exam, has been around for going to a decade now. And I remember our first client who took these mock exams, the feedback we got was, Phil, did you want us to retake the real PMP exam? That was too easy. That was too easy compared to the real exam. That was over a decade ago. So we took that feedback from students who had been into the exam and had taken our mock, and we engineered the mock exams to be more characteristic of the real thing. Let me just tell you what we did. That's it. We decided, okay, this is not working. People feel it's too easy. So let's go back to the drawing board and let's work on the PMP exam content outline. I know some of you know the PMP exam content outline. You've read it. But do you know that a lot of firms that put out questions, they have not a clue, not one clue about the PMP exam content outline. So what do you expect? The questions that those firms put out, even though they are good intentioned, they are not realistic. They're not. Some questions, the language is very difficult, very verbose and grandiose, but at the end of the day, are they really mining into the essence of the PMP exam? And the answer is no, they're not. They're just giving you big sounding words that have nothing to do with the real PMP, PMI dogma. The real PMI, PMP dogma, it has a particular type of language. The language is very different from many of these other exams that people take. So my advice, for anyone who wants to take the exam is to go to the Praizion mocks. I mean, they're right there. They're right there. $99 for 3 200-question mock exams. I mean, what are you waiting for? Jump on that, okay? You've heard all the stuff Dustin's been sharing. And then regarding the courses, go sign up for the courses, okay? One at a time. And we do it so that you're not submerged. You're not inundated with work to do, because there is work to be done as you attend these. These courses, they come with little quizzes here and there. And oftentimes I tell you to put stuff on your calendar, do things in a particular way. I just want the best for you. So instead of ramming this stuff down your throat nonstop, my approach is to just give you some time to let it marinate, to let it sink in. And after it's sunken in, you'll be in a much better state than the drill camp drive-through that people often put students through. I mean, I cannot imagine how a poor student, can go anything more than 3 days online. I mean, for goodness sake, this is online. Do you know how hard it is to sit staring at a computer screen for 1 hour, let alone 7? Some people want to put their people through a 5-day boot camp all online, 7 hours a day. That's insane. It is. So that's why I've broken it up, as you can see, into tiny little chunks so that people who have mobility issues, visibility issues, they find it hard to stare at a screen for too long, they don't need to. And we also take a break in the middle. I'm very mindful of my students, and I want to give them as many breaks as I can. And that's what I do. I give them breaks. I let them get up from the desk. I let them move around for a few minutes, and then we come back, and it's all coordinated and timed. So you want to be on these tech camps. Seriously, in the next few months, I am going to be hitting the road quite a lot. I am going to be heading to various continents. So now is the time to hit this course. Tech camp, whether it's scope, schedule, cost, whether it's integration, sign up for these ones that you see right now, because I do not know when the next ones will be holding. I honestly do not know after this, because it's going to be pretty aggressive. Moreover, I have a lot of personal projects that I'm working on for people who are already PMPs. See? So those projects may end up consuming some of my time, even though I would love to have these every week, but I really cannot guarantee that. With that said, you want to be on the lookout for these little camps we're going to be having on Saturdays for an hour at the end of each month, between 1 and 1.5 hours. We're going to be having these tiny little camps. We'll have the camp for an hour, and then if people have questions afterwards, we'll stay behind for about 30 minutes. So you heard Dustin, you heard what he had to say, and we're going to be having these camps. He is going to be speaking to you guys, and I am going to be coordinating as well with him to bring you content that's relevant based on questions you guys are asking. Okay? And it's going to be for a very, very minuscule fee. It's definitely going to be under $50, but those camps will give you access to the content to watch again until the next one, the month coming afterwards. So we've got a very robust curriculum planned out for you guys, and I would advise you subscribe to the channel. If you've not subscribed to the channel, you're not going to get all the info regarding these meetings. All right, so subscribe and hit the Praizion site. We got one starting on Monday. Why wouldn't you attend? You've been struggling. Many of you know you've been struggling. You're trying to dig yourself out of cost management. It ain't working. The book is ridiculous. It's big. It's a huge book. Take a look at page 267. My goodness. A lot of people that have never encountered earned value, they're crying their eyes out. Phil, how am I going to do this? The way you're going to do it is by signing up for these programs. When I bring you these programs at a miserably reduced, ridiculous rate, you need to get on the horn instead of saying, oh, should I use this money to go play around in the club? Or should I use this money to go to, let me not even mention the places you go. You know the places you go. You know how much you spend on food and drinks of interest. $200, let's get real. That is just chump change for many of you. UPMs making 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 an hour. Someone said, Phil, I ain't making half of that. Okay, $30 an hour. 3 hours. Think about it. 3 hours of your time. $30 an hour. Now think about it. Phil's time. Phil is giving you 15 hours of his time for a measly $200. Measly $200. Someone says, Phil, my money isn't measly. Okay. For mere $200. Don't get all emotional. I'm only trying to make you see the perspective of this thing. Okay? I have a lot of overseas students that are signing up for training because they know even in their local currency, all around the world, my students out of Africa, they know. I have many students out of places like Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria. They know. They say, Phil, training of this caliber isn't even available. You know, students out of India. You heard from our PMP boss last week. He's out of India. He signed up for 2 of these courses. And yet I have folks here in the US making $30 an hour, 40, 50 and upwards, saying, Phil, I think 15 hours of your time for $200 is excessive. Seriously? I think it's very fair. I think it's actually bordering on minimum wage. If you do the analysis of how much this course costs and my time, because I deal with students on a one-on-one basis, if you do the comparison, 15 hours of training for $200, give me a break. You better go sign up, my friends. I'm doing all I can to help you. All that I can. Putting out some free stuff. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to be on another call in the next few minutes, helping people to understand earned value. I've got some miserable questions I'm going to be sharing with you just to give you a full perspective of what could happen on your PMP exam. And I do that on YouTube regularly. I ain't asking for a dime. I'm just saying support what I'm doing by signing up for my training. Support what I'm doing by purchasing these great materials. I'm yet to encounter many a trainer that will put their heart and soul into content. Take a look at this one. This is one that the risk doctor, Dr. David Hilton, and I put together to help RMPs. We put a lot of time and effort into this. Measly $99. $99. And folks still say, Phil, can I get it for less? Are you kidding? Do you know we put 3 days into this training? 3 full days. 3. 2 professionals putting in 3 days into this training. And yet I hear, oh, Phil, I think it's a little bit beyond our reach. Well, it's called Risk Management Professional. Okay? So go there and sign up. You know, seriously, support what I'm doing. Okay? Those of you who say, Phil, we really love the channel. Or Phil, I got certified because you trained me. Hey, go to the channel. Take a look at the various resources, or go to the Praizion.com site. Go all the way down. Those of you who are PMPs, you got to go to the bottom of the page. Okay? Some of you actually give you this for free. But there are other things you can buy. Project management, mid-level to C-level. Earned value management basics to help you reinforce earned value. Getting rich in project management. Project failure. 10 power steps to professional success. Support your buddy Phil, okay? Take a look. All of these materials I'm showing you here, okay? Project management, mid-level to C-level, earned value management basics. You see those? Okay? So support what I'm doing. I'm trying to help people, trying to get them in ship shape for the exam. Very few channels have as much content as I do, and I'm talking about across the board. Now, when you narrow it down to project management, I wonder how many other channels have almost 1,000 videos where gold is being dropped on the regular. I'm just keeping it real for you, my friends. You like what I'm doing, you better support your buddy Phil so that he can keep doing it for others. You know, pay it forward. Post all of these links to social media. If I have helped you achieve success, help me. I help you, you help me. I can't do it alone. Those PMPs who got certified, you aced the exam, you axed the exam. Hey, help your buddy Phil. Enough said, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do appreciate you supporting the channel. I know just subscribing and hitting like on these videos is a huge effort. I know, and I support that. But I'm just asking you to extend your support a step further by getting some of these products and sharing. Even if you say, Phil, I don't have a job right now. I'm trying to dig myself out of the hole. Hey, share 1 or 2 of these links. What goes around comes around. Okay? Appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in my next video coming up in a few minutes. It's on earned value. You don't want to miss it. See you there.